psychologically, why should I accept what somebody else says? When I realize that I am the rest of mankind, mankind is me. The me is the history of mankind, the book of mankind. If I know how to read it, I don't depend on anybody. So, can I, without distortion, without prejudice, without choice, be aware of the content of this book, which is me? To read it very carefully, never distorting it, requires a great deal of attention, great deal of energy, intensity, immediacy. And we are not willing to do all that because we think that's too tiresome. Tell me quickly what to do and I will do it, or I may not do it. Generally, I may not do it. And I personally think that this psychological guidance by another, whether it is the religious guidance or the the guidance of the psychologists, is totally wrong because then you're making humanity into children who have to be guided, told, encouraged. Grown-up human beings after 5 or 10 million years. Through negation of what is not, the positive exists. That is, love is not desire. Love is not pleasure. Love is not a remembrance. It is as strong as death, as vital as life. Now, love is not jealousy. Now, can one be free of jealousy? Where there is love, there is no ambition. Where there is love, there is no authority. Where there is love, there is no possession, attachment. Now, if you intelligently observe logically that is not, and you put it out of your psychological system, then the other flowers, but it's a perfume of its own. But when you begin to describe what it is not. So the verbal explanation, the verbal measurement of what love is, destroys what love. And you see, love can only exist when there is no suffering. Suffering is personal. Suffering is also global. Man has suffered endlessly. And he tries to combine that suffering with what he calls love. And so there is always this contradiction, this duality. Whereas if you deny all that is that which is not love, then the other thing has its immense beauty, great strength and vitality of its own.